Hey, my fellow Aquarians, hope all is well. Come to play some cards with you again, trying to see what messages the universe have for my beautiful, lovely Aquarians. Please go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to go ahead and get started, and let's see what messages does the universe have for my Aquarians. Souls that belong to each other will find their way back together. Try to be a rainbow in someone else's cloud. Fall in love when you are ready, not when you are lonely. So, what does this mean for my beautiful Aquarians? Well, definitely somebody is coming back, good, bad, or indifferent. So even if you take this person back as a lover, helpmate, or anything of that nature, it could very well be that they're coming back because of a need, and so you want to basically be able to differentiate the love and what do they have, or is it that they're lonely or that they're needy, or vice versa. So again, we are all in for 2023 in terms of breaking soul ties, breaking the chains that bind if they're not supposed to be there. So keep telling people the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. So one, you want to be able to be a confidant, you want to be a helper and a friend for someone, but don't let because you feel sorry for them in one way or the other, make you feel like that you are bound to be in a relationship with this person again. So at this particular time, Aquarius, you need to really do what's best for you, because at the end of the day, everybody will do what's best for them, and you basically be left holding a bag. So again, this is time for us to put ourselves first, and it's okay to be that rainbow in somebody else's cloudy skies, but when we're giving to these people or this person that's coming back, you want to make sure that you're giving in your surplus and not you're giving to the detriment of yourself. Also, too, I'm feeling that this could actually be a job that's actually that's coming back to you. If you felt like the market had changed, or you got laid off, or for whatever reason that you walked away from this company, you're going to find that this company is hiring, or it could be a contract that you possibly lost, or somebody decided to go back to with another person, and they're actually coming back to you to basically fill those needs. They felt as though their greener pastures were better, and come to find out it isn't. So they need your help again. So again, if the money is right, if the things are lining up the way that they need to be, and if you feel as though that is absolutely beneficial for you, absolutely go for it. Like, make sure you get your money up, get your weight up, not your hate up. That's what they used to say. So again, just know that there is something that's coming back. They're going to find their way back to each other, whether this is love or a relationship. So let me pull some love cards for you, Aquarius. What messages do we have for my Aquarius? What other messages do we have for my Aquarius? What other messages do we have for my Aquarius? What other messages do we have for my Aquarius? I bury myself and work to forget you. I know I was a distraction from your pain. I feel you leaving me behind. You were the best thing in my life. I wish things could be different. I wish I could share my good news with you. You and I were too young. So even if it's not so much in age, maybe you guys, it just wasn't right at that particular time, or you were just like, listen, I'm done with the BS. Either you want to piss or get off the pot, so to speak, and you just got tired of waiting for someone to be on this actual same page as you, and you just got tired of it. And for whatever the reason why that this person couldn't give you their 100%, you gave them full opportunity, and you just had to had to do what you needed to do was best for you. And so either you or that person decided to bury themselves into work, did not as to forget about the situation at hand. But the fact of the matter is, they're only using that as a distraction, or you're only using that as a distraction. So I know it says that I was a distraction from your pain, but this could be an actual object. It could be, you could use work, or you could use the stresses of family and just going through the day-to-day. All I had to do was best for my kids and things of that nature. And really and truly, bottom line in the story is, when we love somebody, when we appreciate somebody, when we really care for somebody, we always, regardless of the situation that we're in, we will make time for that person. So the fact that you felt as though that you weren't getting what you needed from this person, or vice versa, and there was a break, this person could be coming back. It could have, maybe it just wasn't the right time. You and I were too young. It was just, too many different variables that was happening at that point, where you just couldn't just make it through. Also too, this could be from a work aspect as well. It could just be the fact that maybe the job was going one way, or you felt as though that what they were doing currently did not align with your present values, or you just was done. You wanted to jump out the matrix. You wanted to get out the 9 to 5. You wanted to start something on your own. But I do see that this person is going to, they either got their ish together, whether it's a company or it's a person, they got their stuff together, and they want to bring you into the fold. So whether it's, hey, you know what, I was able to work through my situation, and maybe we can try again. Or it's the company is saying, hey, by the way, we are in a different position. We're in a different position. We're going into a different direction, and we want you to be a part of that. So however that resonates with you, something is definitely from the past is coming back. Also too, as I was speaking about the past, it could be there's something else that's new that's coming into you. It could feel like something that's actually from the past, or it could be that you could be all the way into you minding your own business. You ain't doing nothing. Everything is going hunky-dory. Everything is fine. And then all of a sudden this person comes back, and they're either they're stalking you, they're driving past your house, or they see they're conveniently being in places where you are, and you have conveniently moved on. So they might try to put throw a monkey in a wrench and say, hey, you know what, I got my ish together and I want to be with you. Is it going to be too late, Aquarius? That's going to be completely up to you in terms of what you are willing to put up with and what you're not. What other messages do you have for Aquarius? Loosen up, show your lovable side. You tripping. Date night, y'all need it. Will you marry me? Joined by vice, drug, alcohol, clingy, spicy, magnetic attraction, chemistry. So I usually don't read oracles in reverse, but actually I'm going to take that because I think the reason why you walked away, because you wasn't tripping. You know how you feel. You know what you want. You know what you need. And if you weren't getting what you wanted and what you needed, and time again, you bounced. You might need. Yes, you could. You were probably uptight because of that situation, but you wanted to feel that love, that nurturing. You wanted to feel that chemistry, that magnetic attraction, and maybe you weren't getting it. And maybe this person is coming back now saying, okay, I got it. You know, I do want to love you. I want to love on you. I want to date you. I want to be, you know, completely into you, regardless of whatever the situation is. We can definitely make this work. I see you as a lifelong partner. You guys could be in the I had a friend that used to say, you know, they partake in the ganja, the cannabis, and with other people with that, they say they were in a fraternity. So it could be, you know, one of those things. Maybe you guys have something like that in common, and then, or maybe it's, I mean, it don't necessarily have to be something negative, but once that is gone, like what was there. So you want to make sure that even if this person is coming back and they're saying, yep, you know what, I'm going to be able to give you what you need. I want to be that person in which that you need. Just make sure that it is something of substance and not something that you guys did in a past time to, you know, to spend your time with each other. Let's see what you're dealing with. Who are you dealing with? Okay, somebody who, well, definitely that's Jupiter. That's luck on your side for sure. You could be dealing with an Aries. There's somebody with Tauran energy. You could be dealing with the Gemini. Somebody who is really digging your style. They are loving the way that you look. They just love everything, you know, about you. Or you could be dealing with an additional Aquarius. You could be dealing with another Aquarius. At the bottom of the deck, it was is Pisces, Leo, somebody that has water, air, or you could be dealing with the Cancer. And since I pulled those, I'll take these too. All right, Aquarius. Let's see what else, what other messages do we have? Actually, let me pull some of these first. What other messages do we have? Looked like something was already turned around. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers and affirmations and visualizations help you bring, it will help bring you together. Oh yeah, I need to put my glasses on. You deserve love. You are lovable. Stay optimistic about your love life. Keep an open mind. Deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. Free yourself. Let your friends help you. There's a reconciliation on its way, and it's going to happen very soon. Romantic feelings and the separation of the time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So I do feel like that separation, that's kind of sort of in the past. I think that there could possibly be a separation now currently, and they're coming back with this reconciliation very, very soon. So one of the things, again, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. So if you don't feel like this situation is going to change in any way, shape, or form, free your mind, honey, free your body, run the other way. And one of the reasons why that it probably didn't work is because there was some deception. There was, it could be you, Aquarius, or it could have possibly been them. They, you know, you're wanting to know why a situation didn't work. They didn't have any viable answers for you, and it was because it didn't even have anything to do with you. It could be just they're going through their ish. It could possibly have been somebody else. Maybe you guys were dealing with each other, and then somebody else was bringing a little crusty, dusty behind back in, and now this person is contemplating. But for me personally, if you think that you're gonna choose, or you think it's okay to choose between me and somebody else, baby, go on. gone. You don't even have to sit and wait, be up all night thinking about that. You can bounce all the way. I'm not nobody's sloppy seconds or anything of that nature, but it is hard to work on a relationship when you're the only one trying to actually work on that relationship. Let me just pull a few of these. I haven't used these cards in a while. Bountiful nature, obstacles and blocks are lifted. That's a good thing. And detox your friendships. Several vows of poverty. And there's one that's behind this, but I'm just going to take this one because that one's actually stuck. And at the bottom of the deck it says take a divinely guided change. So the universe is, has your back in a lot of aspects and where you actually need to go. But bountiful of nature says spending time in nature helps shift you to a higher vibration and reminds you of God's infinite wisdom. Go outside and enjoy a walk or hike with your pet. Meditate beneath a tree, garden, or sit under the stars, or do some activity that's connected to the limitless vastness. So I'm encouraging you to be out in nature. So if you're sitting in the house and you're just moping and you regurgitating the same air from room to room to room, you need to get out, okay? Obstacles and roadblocks are lifted. All your personal good work and your positive energy shift have overcome personal obstacles and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your project. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. So if you was feeling that your money wasn't right, or you just wasn't your situation just wasn't working for you, well, it looks like that you definitely did the work, in terms of that, and you're in a situation where like all of the roads are leading to abundance, and that's damn sure good. And when you walked away, whether it was a business, whether it was a friend, it was a lover, it says to detox your friendships. Your abundance flow is being affected by the people with whom you're spending time. So be discerning about your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. So if you don't have that in your back, you need to really go through your Rolodex, so to speak, or go through your contacts and start deleting people out. Because if they're not for you, then bottom line that they're against you. There is nothing that's mediocre, and you don't know what certain situations in which that they're in, and if they're doing something that is morally wrong or things of that nature, you don't want that karma to be attached to you. So if you have been doing good and all of a sudden you just hit a bump in the road and you're like, why is everything in my life going wrong? It could be the company in which that you keep, especially if they're putting you in a morally compromising situation. So if that works for them, that's cool. Like I could be your friend from afar, but you don't have to be in my face all damn day. I don't have to call you. We ain't got to be busting it up. I don't have to go, get a drink with you. I could, send you a Christmas card, or I could send you a text and with a smiley face and keep that shit moving. So you don't want, especially where you are, you chose, you pulled the Jupiter card. That's the card of luck. So you have so much abundance in your reading, and you don't want to put yourself in a position where it will not come because of some crusty, dusty people that's around you. Sever vows of property. Dear one, there is no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have made, consciously or unconsciously, in this lifetime. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. Then it's now it wants to unstick. successful funding. Your idea of divinely guided and support. Your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that of the person that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to help you. And if you're not looking to start a business, or you're looking for funding to start that, this could very well be that it's a position that's actually coming back for you. And if the money wasn't there and you were laid off because due to like economic constraints or whatever, it's going to free up, and you'll be actually offered that job back, or that situation back, or that contract back, if you so choose to want it. This one was actually stuck under the successful funding, and it says allow helpful and supportive partnerships in your personal life and career, and both parties will benefit as a result. You're receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. So you need to use discernment in terms of the people that's around you. One, I'm not saying that you got to, isolate yourself altogether, but the people that don't mean you well, you need to let that go. So if you know somebody that's a scammer, deuces, you got to really love them from afar, because you just don't want that that energy on them and on you. And if they can't make morally conscious decisions and the things in which that they do in life, then you just need to love them from afar. Okay, let's go pull some tarot. Oh. The Wheel. It says the delays are over. Sudden unexpected luck, a new car, or travel. See, you are just in a position where you're just going to be receiving abundance from the universe, and you just don't want no sketchy, funky ass energy around you that's going to, deter you from getting your piece of the pie. What show is that from? What other messages do you have for my Aquarius? What other messages do you have for my Aquarius? What other messages do you have? That is too many, but thank you. I'm going to take the ones that dropped. But we'll take a look at what we have. So we have the Five of Summer. It says, trust that there is a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others, focusing on that which frightens or worries you. So yeah, you see it's from completely different decks, and it's the same theme. The Lovers. True love is long-lasting. Choices made from the heart. A return to good health. The Queen of Autumn. It says be practical with respect to how you proceed. The ability to make anything more beautiful. Meeting someone who can help your dreams come true. Partnership. Six of Autumn. The good you do comes back to you. An unexpected inflow of money. Borrowing wisely or repaying a debt. That's karma. Nine of Summer. Wishes come true. Dreams fulfilled. A magical time of life. A wish fulfilled. Your wish is my command. That's like the Nine of Pentacles. The Star, of course, you show up in your reading, Aquarius. It says, look to the future with hope and optimism. The power of faith to move mountains. Happy changes that brings relief from challenging times. Justice. Take time to review all details carefully. You will win in the end. Fair and objective decisions. So again, this is somebody that's coming back. It could be they want to they want to, you know, partner again. They want to be able to say, hey, you know what, yeah, it was a layoff, but you know, the timing is right now. So just make sure you cross your T's and dot the I's and read all of the fine print. If it's a contract that's coming, you lost a contract, now it's coming back, read the fine print. It says the King of Winter. Get advice from someone professional and objectives, public speaking, unemotional relationships. I did not mean to take all of these, but you have the King of Autumn, you have the Magician, and also the Eight of Spring. So it says the stress that comes from having many things at once, successful multitasking, sudden events or changes. So again, if you were on the road where it was just like you just felt like it was lemony snicket, a series of unfortunate events. Your love life wasn't right. You know, they could have been just like dealing with their own shit. They could have been dealing with somebody else. They could have been contemplating. It could have been a job that said, you know what, we know we might have to, you know, like downsize a bit, but now they need you back. So now this person wants you back. So you're just in a position where now you can do it on your terms. And also too, when I say do it on your terms, you make sure that when you do this, that you do what's best for you, not, you know, that's going to be beneficial for someone else, because we've done that before. We've been there, we've done that. And fact of the matter is, when it's all said and done, it just leaves us emotionally exhausted when we give more of ourselves than what we get in return. Just gonna pull a few more and then I'm gonna go, because I didn't really need to pull all of those. But they all came out, so you have the Ten of Swords and the Queen of Wands. So you have a lot of things that's going to be moving, a lot of moving parts at the end. So again, if you just felt like your life was in despair in any way, shape, or form with the Ten of Swords, it's that situation is definitely coming to an end. At the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Pentacles. So this could be somebody that's coming in that where you had a routine with. It could have been you know, like I said, a job, or it could be a person, it could be a friend. Somebody is coming back, and they're coming back to basically play another role in your life. And it's going to be up to you in terms of whether you accept it or not. Okay. You got the Knight of Wands. So there's a message that's coming in. You have the Five of Swords. You have, like, again, the Five of Swords for me is like a victory, but a victory at what cost? So you have some folks that, you know, again, you had to stand up for yourself, and you are literally walking away from some things or whatever. And so they might have said whatever that they needed to say, and maybe they felt like they won, but the fact of the matter is that they lost you. You had me, you lost me, now you want me back, whether it's business or pleasure. Yeah. You have the Magician. The Magician. So you basically are a key player in your life. So you basically hold all the cards, and you are in a position where you can dictate what is going to happen in your life. And this is the last deck that I'm going to pull from, and then I'm going to let you guys go. What other messages do you have for Aquarius? You have the Chariot. You have the Judgment card. You have the World, the Nine of Coins, as well as the Seven of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, you got the Ten of Coins. So you're if nothing else, Hunty, and there's the three. I'm not pulling nothing else, but okay. See, like I can't do it. So life is going to be good, because I'm looking at, these are the things that you don't see coming. So you got your money right. You got a 3 of Cups. So there's a celebration of sorts. You got a 4 of Wands. Somebody's coming in to make you an offer. And it could be either an engagement, I mean, you know, a long-time relationship, or this could actually be marriage. Somebody basically sees you as a wish fulfilled. I mean, you have so much that's actually currently that's going to be going in your favor at this point. So I don't even know what else to tell you. So, you know, you have the Chariot, you have the Judgment, you got the World card, and you have the nine of Coins, as well as the 7 of Swords. So you are in a position where you can move things in the way in which that you can. Nobody's going to come and dictate at this point where you're going to go, where you need to be at this point. Let's see. So I'm going, once I stop, whatever the letter is, whatever it means to you, that's what it is. So I have a D, but if you saw something else, it could be okay. That's okay too. I see an A and a T. I see a J, a E again, and a P. So I'm going to leave it right there, Aquarius, with ending it on this. And if you were looking for an answer, it actually was on the cusp, but there it would be a yes that's coming to you very, very soon. So with that being said, stay blessed.